are here in the Bahamas for Roots Americas, and I'm joined here by Ricardo Hernandez, who is CEO of CCR Aeroportos. So, Ricardo, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's an amazing venue, amazing weather, and so many airlines and meetings. So everybody is engaging, and these routes meetings for us are essential because you get to set the strategy and engage in conversation, and then you will follow up along the year. So we are very pleased to be here.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, CCR Airports manages 17 airports in Brazil, 3 in Latin America. So, what are the high level updates that stand out for you?
Oh, wow. It was a very excellent year for us. We finished the most of our CapEx investment in 17 airports in Brazil, totalizing around 400 million reais. It's around, no, 1 billion reais, about $400 million on CapEx. So that's modernization of terminals, additional infrastructure, repavement, creation of new runways. So it was a very important, essential year for us. We finalized this phase 1B of CapEx in Brazil. Then we sign off on the master plan for Costa Rica, committing ourselves on $390 million of investment for the next 7 years. We are updating our master plan also in Curacao and starting the update of the master plan in Quito. So very important times ahead. So we finalized phase 1B of CapEx in Brazil, and we are preparing for the future CapEx in the outside international operations.
Wow, it's many airports to keep track
Yes,
of.
yes, it is.
Now, the CCR Group announced the largest investment in the company's history in 2024, totaling 7.2 billion Brazilian real. The amount is 19.7% higher than invested in 2023 and will be allocated, of course, to projects in the areas of highways, urban mobility, and airports. Can you tell us a little bit about the investment in the airport side?
Yes, the investment on the airport side is around 2 billion of those 2 billion, mostly focused on Brazil. This block South and Central block that we won in 2021. We invested, develop new terminals, repave the runways. We have to, in some others, we have to create an additional runway, such as Curitiba Airport, which is going on also this year, 2025, Guyana, Foz do Iguaçu. So we made a major capex investment and revitalize all these airports that we have scattered all over Brazil.
Now, CCR Airports is encouraging neighbours of your airport to register their noise complaints online. The person is given a reference number and they can monitor the progress and treatment of the complaint in a transparent manner. How has this been, and what would you say of the need for transparency in airports?
It's transparency, we believe, is our right to operate, is our license to operate, because we not just develop the airport. If we believe on developing the communities that we serve, so you cannot do that without transparency. So this initiative has been really engaging from the community. It is an opportunity to reach out and also for us to learn, because sometimes there are several things that we were not aware of, that with the feedback of the community in this easy, consistent, and transparent way, we are able to be able to funnel and create solution, and also give the message to the community: we are part of the community, we are part of you, we are here to make your life also better, not only to develop the airport. So that for us has been a magnificent opportunity, and we are analyzing where we can also displace initiatives like that, because as CCR, one of our goals is to develop the areas on the communities we operate of. It's not just a matter of developing the airport. And at the end of the day, when you run a PPP, project mostly will believe that the most important asset that you manage is the airport itself, but it's not. Is the trust that the community and the authorities give to you to manage that airport and to positively influence the community. So that's what we try to do with this initiative.
Very well said. Now, the CCR Group is present for the 14th consecutive year in the Carbon Efficient Index of the Brazilian Stock Exchange. What are your high-level sustainability goals?
Good. We have that's a very important pillar on our strategy. So we have depending on the different modalities, highways, mobility, and airports. We have set target on emissions reduction, water management, energy production through sustainable means, and also waste management. So each individual asset has very specific goals on all those three different areas. For example, we have developed in some airports electrical buses as part of this strategy. In Belo Horizonte, we are carbon accredited level 3 plus. In Costa Rica, also we achieve level 3 plus, which is full neutrality. And in Quito, we are level 4 plus, the only Latin American airport which is carbon accredited 4 plus. And in Curacao, we are working towards level 2. So as you can see, we take sustainability very seriously. And also another pillar for us on sustainability is invest and give back to the community. So we have this institute CCR, which that's an initiative we took so seriously that we believe, okay, we cannot do this alone. We have to create an institute that is going to do only this, to see what the communities which we operate needs and how can we help fulfill those needs. Because at the end of the day, we have PPPs for 30, 20, 25, 40 years, and that's an opportunity to change so many lives and to upgrade the communities. So we took that with the utmost seriousness. So we you took a very special nerve for us because we really believe on sustainability.
Now, of course, I'm going to touch upon those electric buses that
Okay.
you mentioned. So you started testing them at Guyana Airport. What are the emission savings and how do electric vehicles fit in with your wider airside sustainability goals?
The emission reduction is 80% compared to diesel buses, which is quite relevant. And not only that, noise also. Uh, no noise, so 100% reduction on noise. And also the message that you give to the community that you invest not only in which is more convenient for you, but which is more convenient for the community as well. We also order another electrical bus in Curacao, and we expect to be put into service in the next couple of months. And again, we are analyzing the same for Quito, for Costa Rica, and for other airports in Brazil, because this is the future, and it's not the future. The future is whatever you start building now. So that's what we are taking, these concrete steps, and the community and the airlines and the passengers really are really impressed and really grateful when they see that we take care of our operation with electrical buses and other sustainability measures.
How much is the investment in comparison with normal buses then? Is it a
It's
lot more?
it's around 25% more. But when you factor in the emission reduction and you factor in the consumption of electricity versus consumption of diesel, noise reduction, maintenance, preventive maintenance, at the end of the day, it cancels out. So, but you have to be willing to look beyond the cost, beyond the acquisition cost, and factor in all those other issues which are very important, and then it will be no-brainer to advance on these technologies. We did the same in Costa Rica. We changed our fleet of internal vehicles that we use for runway to work around the airside for electrical vehicles, and we have the same 80% emission reduction, 100% noise reduction, less preventive maintenance, no diesel consumption whatsoever. And again, it's a message, a concrete message, a concrete step for the community that we are invested in the sustainability of the community as a whole.
And does that 25% extra, does that include the infrastructure needed to actually charge the
Yes,
buses? Yeah.
yes, yes,
Okay.
that includes that.
Last year, your airport, Juan Santa Maria International Airport in Costa Rica, achieved the level 4 certification in customer experience from ACI World. So only 7 airports in the world have a rating between 4 and 5, which is the highest. What advanced practices have you implemented within your airports to ensure passengers have a good experience?
Oh, the difference between the level 3, 4, and 5. Quito is level 5. Costa Rica, we achieved level 4. We're working towards level 5. But the difference between 3 and 4 onwards is how you engage with the whole stakeholders. So what we change is that it's not only a matter of CCR airports or AERIS working for a better customer experience. We brought in the whole airport community. We create a customer experience committee with tenants, migration officer, police, ground handlers, other authorities. So with this, we start measuring because you cannot influence what you cannot measure, and then setting targets. And when you have this community working towards your customer experience, amazing things happen. For example, we have this committee, and amazing ideas start to pop. So we want to enhance the Pura Vida experience into the airport. So we are, as part of those ideas, we are working with local artists, with local musicians. So they go, they showcase themselves. The passenger loves them, with local artists that come and paint with the children. So you keep them busy and you keep the parents very happy. We also partner with universities, with people that are studying languages, English, German, also to engage with the passengers. So,
That's
and
great
all
idea.
that is building community, and then following up with numbers, because we keep track on our customer satisfaction. We are part of the ASQ program, and with this committee, every quarter we meet, every month, but every quarter we analyze, okay, what happened, why this move, okay, let's try this. And it's not only Aeris, it's the whole airport community that made all the difference in the world, and that we expect will jump us to level 5. So we have 2 airports in our group which are level 5, which I believe is only Incheon and Quito, and hopefully we will add Costa Rica there. So,
Fantastic. And it should be noted as well that your 2 other airports were highlighted in the recent awards. Belo Horizonte Airport was voted the best in Brazil in its category. And of course, Quito, as you mentioned, chosen as the best in South America. So
yes.
congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Last year, you made it snow in the lobby
Yes.
of Afonso Pena International
That's true.
Airport to draw attention to your winter destination
Yes.
flights. What other innovative marketing and customer experience initiatives do you run like this?
So that one was amazing. That one brought a lot of attention for those destinations, and we have so many others. For example, when there's carnival season in some of our destinations, we bring the carnival to the airport so the passenger can experience that. We do that in Curacao, we do that in Belo Horizonte, we do that in Curitiba. So what we want to do is to bring the experience on the destination in the airport, so the passengers start start knowing, okay, next flight, maybe I'm going to try this and that. Because, for example, we have some destination, Costa Rica, for example, around 40% of all tourists come back. So that's why it's very important to create this immersive experience to also help to develop the other destination, especially winter destination in which in this case was an amazing idea which came from the team, from the community, and the passenger really love it. So we are working in another initiative this year. You will see. So we always try to bring the experience into the airport for the passenger.
Yeah, it must have been very unexpected.
Yes, yes. That's a trick.
Yeah,
It needs to be
memorable.
the memorable, the surprise factor, and something that links emotion with the destination also. So,
Now, what challenges lie in the road ahead for you?
wow, this 2025, a lot of changes and macroeconomical changes happening all around Latin America. We have elections yesterday in Quito. We have elections in March in Curacao. We have elections 2025 six in Costa Rica. So Brazil also has had state elections last year. So it's a period where some countries are reaccommodating and some others with huge changes, like Ecuador. So operating in that landscape, and also for the aviation industry, we need to know and we need to be together with the airlines to see what happened. I believe that the crew problems that we used to have are no longer there, but we have the Pratt& and Whitney turbine issues. We have some Boeing delays on the delivery that also affects how the demand is going to be shaped. So uh, basically trying to stabilize our demand forecasting, being able to work together with events like this with the airlines, so we can better understand how the future is going to be, taking into consideration the macro political ambient that we work on, and also that is going to shape which investments the airports will need to cope with that demand into the future. So sorry, that's the major issue we're going to have to 2025, to see how the demand is going to continue shaping. We have an amazing recovery in some markets, and we believe it's now is stabilizing, and how all these macro political issues are also going to factor in, if they are going to affect the long-term forecast or not, and how can we adjust our infrastructure need, our customer experience strategies, and our route development strategies with that. So that will be.
So the year or two of elections,
Yes, exactly,
basically.
exactly.
So what's in store for CCR Airports this year that you are most looking forward to?
We are going to finalize the phase 2A on CapEx on Brazil. We are starting the construction of the new master plan in Costa Rica. So we are start building again, expanding the terminal. Same in Curacao, and same in Quito. Quito, we're going to have additional expansion in Quito, in Costa Rica, in Curacao, in Brazil. So everywhere we are building additional capacity, and at the same time we are working together as a group to attract new routes. For example, what we did with Curacao and Brazil, which has been a very successful route, we did the same with Sao Paulo, San Jose. So also we are looking at which other opportunities we have to work together as a group to keep developing our air service strategy. So that's for us what we're looking forward to 2025, and keep excelling on customer experience, repeat being the best airport in South America, being the best airport in Central America, being the best airport in Brazil. So operational excellence, CapEx delivery with a sound air service development strategy as a group. That's what we are going to do in 2025 with a very big and firm support of sustainability. So that's what we are going to do in 2025.
Sounds like a very busy year for you, Ricardo.
Yes. You know, aviation is always like that, no? You know, it's amazing. Otherwise, you will be so bored because we like this evolving and changing and being able to adapt together also as an industry. So that's what we love to do.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yes, that's it.
Ricardo, that was my final question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Holly. It's a pleasure.